back with another Tommy Jam 2023 entry, and it is Candied Hearts. What happens when you get isekai'd into a candy gacha game? And this is us, the main character, super cute. Very looking forward to seeing what happens exactly. I think this is a little too loud. But okay. Let's just get started. I'm ready to love it. I've like seen the art a lot as it's been developed and ever since it's been released, and it's so cute. And there's voice acting in here, so I think I've only really had to cover the narration for most of it, which is great because I love hearing the voice acting. So yeah, let's get started. What's my name? I mean, Candace is a cute name. Sorry, I just like misspell it. I know someone with this spelling, so I'll just write this Candace. Wow, it's looking like it looks like a weird word now. You know when it happens when you look at a word for too long and it's like, that's not a word, but it is. How funny, right? What? Ugh. Startled by the sudden flashing of lightning, I knocked over the mountain of candy wrappers beside me, spilling all manner of sugar and crumbs across the bed. Damn it. These are my favorite Dr. Spice sheets. I'll clean this up later. I need to check my dailies first. The flurry of rain patters against my window, drowning out the familiar jingle of Candied Hearts, an adorable gacha game that owns my heart, soul, and wallet. But who can blame me for being addicted? This game has some of the sweetest eye candy I've ever seen. I mean, I don't blame you. I, too, am a sucker for fun visual novel eye candy, game, gacha, eye candy. You know what I mean. It all started 2 years ago. I was chatting with one of my friends, Noah, on Discord, and he mentioned Candied Hearts, some new mobile game he was spending all of his money on. My fate was sealed the moment he showed me those screenshots. I definitely am that person who will like see screenshots of a game and be like, oh my gosh, I need to play. I feel like I like so many different art styles also, so like I'm not safe from like any. I'm not safe from anything. As soon as I saw the characters and their delicious designs, it was all over for me. What a good person Noah is, getting his best friend addicted to a gacha game. Well, at least he sends me daily in-game gifts, so I can't be too mad. When is this timer going to be finished? I tapped the little clock on the gumdrop forest to see how much longer I have to wait for my golden candy cane harvest. Let's see. My jaw drops when the number flashes on the screen. 46 hours, 23 minutes, and 51 seconds. How has it only been 1 minute and 34 seconds since I last checked? It's been at least 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I'll have you know. I flop my arms to the bed, dropping my phone to the floor. I glance at the pile of snacks next to my old device. One day I'll have to find a better place to put those candies and get a new phone while I'm at it. You know, once my bank account is looking a little sweeter. I spent hundreds on this stupid event already, all for the limited edition red velvet skin for Mr. Bim Bam. The last time I spent this much was on the Mr. G. Ledden event a few months back, and I still haven't fully financially recovered from that. There's no way I can spend any more to speed up my crops. These gummies, they're so cute and little spice. But I really want those golden candy canes. I pick up my phone and open my banking app. $214.23. No, I need some of that money for groceries tomorrow. But only some of it. No, Candace, have some self-control. I'll need groceries next week too. And the week after that. Adulting sucks. I wish I could go back to being a kid where I could spend my money on anything I wanted, like jawbreakers and gummy fish. Pouting, I open the game back up and check the event page to admire the cherry red hues of the prize I have been wailing for this past month. And not just any prize, the mythic prize, only attainable after collecting 3,333,333 golden candy canes from the gumdrop forest. And for the next batch, I only have to wait 46 hours, 22 minutes, and 32 seconds. Just as I'm about to throw my phone to the bed again, a small red dot appears next to the event button. A notification. 1-4. Please be some free energy tokens or gold. I tap the icon as quickly as I can. The announcement window pops up slowly, buffering as I straighten myself out a bit. Dear citizens of the Land of Sweets, this is your friendly reminder that the Bim Bam Slam event will end in 24 hours. Remember to collect your golden candy canes while you can. If you need a last-minute boost, you can grab some goodie bags on sale in the confectionery. My eyes widen, horrified at what I just read. No, there's no way. It can't be. I even used the fan-made event calculator to make sure I get the skin. This isn't free energy tokens or gold. This is a nightmare. With trembling fingers, I check the timers once more. 46 hours, 19 minutes, and 46 seconds. A heavy pit forms in my stomach as I tap the announcement again. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I'm just tired from staying up last night. Yeah, that's got to be it. I go through the notification again, slowly this time to make sure I'm reading it right. Dear citizens of the Land of Sweets, this is your friendly reminder that the Bim Bam Slam event will end in 24 hours. No. I let out a cry, shutting my eyes tightly. No, I'm not gonna make it. Not unless I pay a fortune to unlock more speed-ups. After countless hours grinding away in the gumdrop forest, collecting millions of golden candy canes, and spending so much precious dollars, it still isn't enough. You've got to be fucking kidding me. My sorrow turns to anger as I realize there's not even anything I can do with those golden candy canes outside of the event. I've already unlocked everything else on the Sweetie Pass. With sweaty palms, I close the app and open the trusty forums of Reddit. There has to be another way to farm these golden candy canes without spending another $1. I refuse to believe otherwise. Come on, don't bill me now. Forum Candied Hearts. My frantic scrolling yields nothing but sore fingers, but I'm not about to give up now. I began typing up a post of my own. There has got to be an answer out there. Somewhere. My fellow citizens of the Land of Sweets, I need your help. After a few moments of furiously typing, I post my query without so much as double-checking my spelling. There's no time. My username, Sweetheart, is fairly well known amongst the Reddit community, so surely someone will come to my aid. Almost immediately, my phone rings with new notifications. There are 4 replies, 4 chances to save my life. Let's see. No, Sweetheart, don't tell me you're not getting the limited edition Red Velvet Mr. Bim Bam skin. Not after the money you spent, Cryface. If anyone was going to get the skin, it was going to be you. What happened? Yeah, Candace, what happened? The event isn't over yet. I'll get that skin if it's the last thing I do. I scroll down to the next comment in hopes of finding an actual solution. Sorry, but there's no way to speed up the timers without buying the Sugar Rush packs for the store. Good luck. Deep down, I know that's the truth, but I can't afford any more power-ups. There has to be a way. 4th time's the charm? I take in a deep breath before reading the last reply. I know of a way, but I can't say here. Tell me if you're interested. This is so sus. A way that can't even be typed publicly. A way that the devs probably won't like. A way that can get me banned. Alarm bells are going off in my head. In so few words, CH level 123 raises every red flag possible. Red. Like the type of velvet Mr. Bim Bam could be wearing if I just got a few more golden candy canes. Am I really that desperate? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get that limited edition skin from Mr. Bim Bam. If I don't do it now, I won't have another chance to unlock it. Besides, what's the worst that could happen if I send this totally inconspicuous user a DM? If anything sounds fishy, I could just close the message and block them. Still, something about the interaction feels wrong. But, Mr. Bim Bam, if I steel myself and push my anxieties away, if there's a way to get more golden candy canes, I will find it. For Mr. Bim Bam. I type a short but sweet message. Hi, CH Lover 123. You said you could help me speed up my golden candy cane harvest without buying more Sugar Rush packs. Rereading it a few times, I decide it's now or never. I hit send and wait with bated breath. I hit refresh. Still no response. Come on, we're on a time limit here. I hit refresh again, but this time there's a new notification. Before I share this with you, I need you to confirm something for me. I swear if you need my bank details, I'll scream. Can I trust you, sweetheart? Well, that's silly. Of course they can. I mean, look at how high my Fredit karma is. If that's not proof of my trustworthiness, then I don't know what is. Besides, isn't it obvious by how much I need that limited edition red velvet Mr. Bim Bam skin? I waffle for a moment between different responses before deciding on a simple and hopefully convincing message. You can trust me, CH Lover 123. Closing my eyes, I take a deep breath. Here goes nothing. Or everything. There's a way to speed up your golden candy cane harvest, but it's not exactly legitimate. A chill runs down my spine. I couldn't have expected anything else, and yet, the words still leave a pit in my stomach. Cheating will get me my limited edition skin, but if the devs find out, they'll ban my account. All of my limited edition event items and all the money I spent on this game will go down the drain. Still, it may be worth hearing CH Lover 123 out. It may be breaking the rules just a little. Just a little. A little doesn't sound too bad. What you need to do is go to the game options and tap the music button 5 times to open the developer debug menu. Then you'll have to change some of the code. Change some of the game's code? But that's cheating. I can't do that. The lights in my room flicker as the storm continues to rage outside, mirroring the turmoil inside myself. I think back on all the precious dollars I spent on the game. All the hours I've sunk into this event alone, grinding away in the gumdrop forest. I glance at the discarded gummy bear packets beside me, bought because they remind me of Mr. Gelatin, the mayor of Gummyville. Maybe I could just cheat. Just a little. Ah! My room has suddenly plunged into darkness. Has the power gone out? I struggle to sit up for a moment until it happens. As though in slow motion, I see my phone slipping between my sweaty, trembling fingers, inching closer and closer to my face, and I'm unable to stop it despite how slowly the thing seems to be falling. Bonk. Ugh. Just as my phone finally collides with my nose, another flash of lightning illuminates the room. A flash of light, searing pain. And then, nothing. Where are we? It's windy. I'm floating. What happened? What's going on? Wait. No, I'm not floating. I'm falling very fast. My eyes shoot open, almost against my will. The colorful environment around me blurs as the wind pelts my face. I can't make out where I am. What the hell is going on? Ah! I land in a tree, breaking every branch I come in contact with. There's a loud thud as I crash into something hard. It knocks the wind out of me. Ouch. Ooh, Candied hearts land. I open my eyes once more, a sense of dizziness washing over me from whatever the hell just happened. Whoa. Huh? I sit up, blinking a few times. My eyes finally adjusted to the world around me, and my head starts to clear a bit. And I see something I didn't expect. Rather than being greeted by the pink and purple pastels of my room, I'm instead met with so many bright colors. Pink, white, yellow, green, and candy. My eyes lay onto gumdrops, cake pops, and even candy cane trees. Every sweet I can think of is laid out before me. This looks like a world made entirely of sweets. But how is this possible? Where am I? What the? I must be dreaming. I do remember being in my bed just moments ago. I hold my arm out and pinch a small bit of skin between my fingers. Ouch. Okay. Definitely not dreaming. That hurt like hell. Rubbing my now sore arm, I let out a groan. I don't have much time to ponder my situation as I hear an unfamiliar voice cry out. You? 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 Or maybe it's a massive voice. A high-pitched voice, similar to an excited chihuahua, barks at me from behind. I turn around and raise a brow, trying to stifle a laugh at their tone. Despite them yelling, I can't help but think that their voice sounds adorable. You? Oh, hello. I look up to see a pink-haired man approaching me. His outfit is a berry pink, only slightly darker than his medium locks. Though what sticks out to me is a sword that hangs at his hips. He looks awfully familiar. Where do I know him from? I rack my brain, trying to remember where I've seen him before, until finally the cloud dissipates and my eyes widen. You're... No, he can't really be him, though now all the candy around me is starting to make sense. The boy bends down to get a closer look at me, placing his hands on his hips. He demands an answer, his twitchy fingers inching towards his sword. I can't help but gulp. Don't draw your sword, Peppermint. I swear, I'm sorry, I didn't use your character for that long, but he was a starter and... I begin rambling as nervousness takes over. The man's suspicion has quickly turned to confusion as I keep speaking. He obviously has no idea what I'm talking about. But his resemblance to Peppermint from Candied Hearts is uncanny. If this is a cosplay, it's almost a one-to-one replica. I looked around me, taking in the sugary scenery once more, and the pieces start falling into place. The candy cane trees, the gumdrops and cake pops scattered about. I've seen this place before, too. This looks like Gumdrop Forest. I've spent countless hours the last few weeks trying to get my golden candy canes to harvest here. I would know this place from anywhere. But if I'm in the Gumdrop Forest and Peppermint is standing in front of me, that must mean... I shut my eyes and tried to remember what happened before I got here. I was trying to harvest enough golden candy canes for the exclusive Mr. Bim Bam skin, but I ran out of time. Oh gosh, I ran out of time! Sorrow rushes through my body once again. I can't believe I was able to get enough golden candy canes after weeks of grinding and spending hundreds of dollars. I'm sorry, Mr. Bim Bam. I failed you. Oh, hello. When I open my eyes and see Peppermint staring at me expectantly, I stop in my tracks. Suddenly, the event skin doesn't feel so important. At least for right now. I'll definitely cry about it later when I'm all alone. You know who I am. How? Peppermint's voice has a forced edge to it, but I can tell the sweet smiling character is attempting to put on a menacing front, but every part of his body is betraying him. He shakily clutches the sword at his hip, and raises his upper lip in an unconvincing snarl. I put my hands in the air, trying to show him I mean no harm. Hey, there's no need for all that. We can settle this peacefully. You would prefer that, right? I try to de-escalate the situation, before I give the man a reason to be threatened and actually attempt to hurt someone with that candy cane sword of his. Though, with how confident Peppermint looks right now, if he ends up pulling out that sword, I'm not sure if I would be the one stabbed, or if he would accidentally trip and impale himself with it. Who are you? I'm Candace. Candace? I don't know anyone by that name, and I know everyone in the Land of Sweets. Did he actually just say that? The Land of Sweets? Like the one in Candied Hearts?
There's no other explanation. You must be a spy for Lakritz.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm taken aback by his accusation. I'm no spy, especially not for Lakritz, the bad guy who only showed up for like 2 chapters before disappearing with no explanation. Yes, he's totally hot, but I can't form an allegiance with a hot bad guy whom I know nothing about. I'm not shallow. What? What would even make you think that? Don't act coy. Lakritz knows our every move. He stopped potential trades by bribing traveling merchants with money, attacked other knights while they were out on top secret missions, and stolen so many golden candy canes from the vault that now we're in a shortage. Wait, did he say golden candy canes? But Peppermint keeps going on with his rant as I sit here, contemplating whether checking out their golden candy cane supply is worth the risk. There's no way Lakritz would have known about any of this, not unless someone has been spying on us, and I'm going to find out who is. That's why I'm out here to begin with. And also because I wanted to find someone's lost honey bunny, but that's beside the point. So tell me, are you a spy? I looked down at myself and almost burst out laughing. I'm still in my PJs. How could I be a spy? Then again, I just did come out from nowhere, so maybe I shouldn't be too shocked that he's wary of me. And right now, I'm up a creek without a paddle. If I explain to Peppermint why I'm here, he could help me. But on the other hand, he's convinced I'm a spy, based on absolutely nothing. Clearly, all the sugar has gone to his cute little head. I can sarcastically play along if I want. What should I do? Be sarcastic. Yes. Because a spy would totally dress up in PJs in broad daylight with no weapons on her and reveal her name to you. A soft chuckle escapes my lips as I roll my eyes. Grade A spy material right here. Yep, totally. Peppermint furrows his brow. He's not impressed by my sarcasm, but I wasn't impressed with his accusation either, so we're even. Sarcasm will get you nowhere, Candace, if that is even your real name. Well, maybe if you weren't acting so fresh towards me, I would need to be sarcastic with you. 1, it is my real name. 2, really? You think I'm a spy? I'm not sure about that yet. I've been told by the king that Lakritz would try anything to get intel from us. Sending someone who just looks like they got out of bed as a spy would be a pretty smart way to throw us off his trail. Hold up. The king? Peppermint serves the king? Man, if I knew I was going to be teleported here, I would have asked Noah everything there was to know about this guy, because there are like 10 kings in Candied Hearts, and only half of them are even remotely important. My thoughts are a chaotic mess as Peppermint grabs my arm, pulling me up to my feet. Get up. I'm going to take you to see the king, and he'll decide what to do with you. I'm sure he'll be lenient. I hear him add the last part in quickly, and I wonder if that's the truth. And what if he isn't? Peppermint bites his bottom lip and casts his eyes downward. There's definitely something he isn't telling me about the king, and I don't like it. He will. He doesn't sound confident. I just hope that this king of his is in a good mood today. Peppermint's grasp on my arm is tight and refuses to let me go. Left with no other choice, we march in the direction of his kingdom. Aw, cute. Ah, home sweet home. Peppermint's cherubic face breaks into a grin so sweet it gives me a toothache. He extends his arms outward and shuts his eyes as if basking in the sun. And even though he accused me of being a spy earlier, his smile is so infectious that I can't help but grin. The power video games have over me, I swear. You seem cheerful, Mint. Peppermint opens one eye quickly, his cheeks taking on a rosy hue. He shakes his head left and right before opening both his eyes and placing his hands on his hips. Mint. It's Peppermint, or Captain Peppermint, if you don't mind. You're a captain? I don't remember the Peppermint I used in the beginning of the game being a captain. Come to think of it. Noah did mention some characters get new titles when you bake them enough times. Maybe if I had used more strawberry swirls to unlock his evolved form, it would have activated that. Yes, I'm a captain. Is it really that hard to believe? I look over at Peppermint, who, despite his formal words, pouts and refuses to meet my eyes. Was it something I said? I should try to cheer him up at least. At least to make this escort to see the king a little less awkward. Sorry. What I meant to say was I can see why you're happy to be home, Captain Peppermint. It looks... Don't say delicious. Don't say delicious. Delightful. Nailed it. Peppermint beams at my praise for his beloved hometown, all but forgetting my earlier fumble. Although his enthusiasm doesn't appear to be catching on for everyone. Townsfolk quickly clear the streets as Peppermint escorts me to the castle looming in the distance. Peppermint? I try to ask him what's going on, but he quickly changes the subject. Hey Candace, look over there. He points to a fountain in the main square. Its bricks seem to be made of fudge, and the water running through it looks like... soda. Peppermint winks at me.
Yes!
Yep. Did your stories tell you about this? Call it a fountain of youth or something. He chuckles at his own joke. This is the finest soda in all of the land of sweets. All citizens are allowed to drink from the fountain for free, with bottomless refills. He pauses, his smile faltering. Oh, well, they were. Sorry, I got a little overzealous there. What do you mean by that? Oh, it's just that, until recently, people were allowed to drink from the fountain, but now the king has new rules. It's technically property of the king, so... I see. I notice Peppermint's vibrant mood falter as he explains. It's strange to think that this sweet and colorful land could actually have a selfish rule like that. Peppermint and I stand in silence for a moment before he finally clears his throat. But enough about that. Look up, Candace, at the top of the fountain. There's something cool. Like a child at show and tell, Peppermint enthusiastically points up at the top of the fountain where I see the figure of a person. Is that a statue? Not just any statue. Look closer. Surely you recognize him. I squint my eyes at the statue carved of solid toffee, and I try my hardest not to drool all over my PJs. He looks kind of familiar, I guess. Now I'm regretting only playing the side stories of the characters I thought were hot, as one does though. No, wait. Nope, never mind, no idea. Peppermint's jaw drops and he lets out a small squeak of shock. What? Surely you've heard of King Caramel. He's the most important man in the land of sweets. I rack my brains for all of the lore I've read of Candied Hearts, but nothing springs to mind. I think I would know about the most important man in all of the land of sweets, but the only person who comes to mind when I think of that title is Mr. G. Letton. Noah would be so disappointed in me right now. Why don't you tell me more about him? For a moment, a strange look passes across Peppermint's face, but before I can even blink, his cheerful smile is back. Of course, what a great idea. You should know who he is before you meet him, after all. He places a hand under his chin and stares up at the sky. So this is the king of this kingdom? Or this part? Where to start? He really is cute. Peppermint was the first character that Noah showed me that piqued my interest in Candy Hearts. His gumdrop button nose, the adorable sugar puff pants, his big eyes and rosy cheeks. There was no way I could resist. All in all, Peppermint was a good starter unit. Carried me through the first 2 chapters of the game. Especially those tedious Gummyville ones, where I had to get an absurd amount of Chroma Starburst for the mayor, just so he would trust me enough to continue the main quest. I did get Peppermint's special ability from all that grinding, but when it was all over, I dropped him in favor of hotter characters like Sour Sam, Mrs. Strawberry Delight, and of course, Mr. G. Ledden. Though, I don't think he would blame me for Mr. G. Ledden. Have you seen that gummy bear? Ugh, I could take a bite out of him any day. I have not seen anyone, oh my goodness. But being with him now, I feel awful that I left him wandering around the town plaza aimlessly, waiting to be called upon for a quest that was never going to come. And that's everything you need to know. Oh crap! I was so busy thinking about Peppermint that I completely spaced out while he was talking about King Caramel. Not wanting to give way that I was distracted, I forced a smile. Great, thanks so much for telling me. And with good timing too, we're here. Sure enough, the castle gates tower before us. Peppermint turns to face me with a reassuring smile. A smile I didn't think I needed until I saw it. I really am a little nervous to meet King Caramel. Are you ready? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? From the corner of my eye, I see a group of guards wearing similar outfits to Peppermint's, and I recognize them as Palace Guard NPCs from the game. The tallest individual from the group makes his way to the front and greets Peppermint with a sinister grin.
Ah, Peppermint!
I see you have returned, and with a guest, no less. Peppermint straightens up, placing a hand on his sword and doing his best to look stern. That's Captain Peppermint, if you wouldn't mind, Reginald. Right. I'll call you that once you've earned it, Peppermint. Damn. A snicker ripples across Reginald's little entourage. Peppermint's gaze falls to the ground, and I can hear him quietly sigh. I need to go see the king now, if you don't mind, Reginald. With a smirk on his face, Reginald places his arm on Peppermint's shoulder and gestures towards the castle with his free arm.
Well, of course, Peppermint. Go on through.
The gates open, but they're not enough to drown out the laughter from the guards. Without a word, Peppermint speed walks forward, and I quicken my pace to catch up with him. As I pass by Reginald, he catches me by the arm and looks pointedly down at my wrists. I yank myself free from his grasp. Hey, what's the big deal?
Good luck.
Go on, and good luck. You two are going to need it. I raise an eyebrow. What the hell was that about? I turn around and see Peppermint already at the castle door. I jog ahead in order to catch up with him. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, never better. His shaky voice is almost a whisper. It's a complete 180 from how he was talking to me earlier. Don't let them get to you, they're just being jerks. I tell myself that every day, Candace, yet they still somehow make me feel small. Every day? How long has Peppermint been dealing with their snide comments? I can't help but wonder if this part of his side story in Candied Hearts, or if the real Peppermint standing in front of me is a lot more complex than a few lines of code could ever make him. Okay, so now that we're at the castle, I'm going to stop here because we've already gone through a lot. I'm really liking the game so far, but need to call it a day today. I'm dying to know what King Caramel is going to be like, but we'll have to save that for next time. So until then, you know, take care of yourself. Hope you have a good rest of your day and all that. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to be ready to see the next part of Candied Hearts. Yeah, I'll be back soon with this, so it won't be too long. But anyways, have a good rest of your day. Bye!